All right, Libra. So, looks like a lot of you are having an intense time in relationships. All right. So we have the Two of Swords for your hopes, fears, and expectations. What this is telling me, Libra, is that in relationship, you are torn. You are torn either between two lovers and two relationships, or you're just torn in your current relationship. Something or someone is causing you extreme mental anguish. So much so, you might literally appear to look calm and collected on the outside to everybody else, but inside there is more turbulent waters. You are at a stalemate in your situation. There is a painful decision that has to be made, and you know that, but you are avoiding it, or because of fear or hurt or being afraid to hurt others, you literally just feel stuck. You feel trapped. There's also a blindfold on. So there's a denial of the truth in a situation. There's a denial or just not wanting to see the truth of the situation or of someone. And I'm also getting that some of you are just with your current partner, that you're both equally at a locked position. It's a stalemate situation. There's no clear-cut way. And I feel that many of you have tried to resolve this. You've tried. It's not that you don't want to resolve it. It's just based on all the factors and complexities of humans. You're torn. You're torn between these two situations or these two lovers or these two concepts. So if you're single, some of you might still just be battling with your own thoughts about love. And because there's a cross over the heart, I feel that there's been hurt in the past, that the reason that you're having such a difficult time is possibly because of pain in the past, of being hurt. And so a lot of you are not allowing love in on either side because of the past situation. And you're fearful probably of hurting someone's feelings, or you're fearful of making the wrong decision, or you're afraid to see the truth, or you're afraid of the unknown or the new. Maybe it's more comfortable just to do nothing, to just stand there. I feel that some of you are paralyzed by this mentally, like you're not moving this month. That's the challenge. That's kind of, you're afraid to make a decision, Libra, a lot of you. And honestly, the obstacle, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So when the Six of Swords is in its upright, it's actually moving away from turbulence or moving away from troubled waters. So when it reverses, you're actually moving into the troubled waters. And I feel that some of you are maybe almost passively aggressively doing this because I feel that you want a decision. If some of you are not in a happy situation, you're going to almost subconsciously cause a disruption or cause more turbulence to kind of bring this thing to a head. Because I feel that many of you can't take much more. You just can't. Like the stress, the mental anguish of the situation is so intense, and it's been this way for a while, that you're almost going to subconsciously, I don't want to say pick a fight, but you're going to almost cause more turbulence so that something happens, but that you don't almost have to do it directly. For some of you, that's one thought here. This also talks about that some of you really need someone to talk to, and you're just feeling abandoned. Like there's no one that understands or no one can help you in the situation. And you need guidance you want answers. But I feel that for some of you, the lesson has not been learned. You're not out of the woods yet, that the situation is not finalized yet between you and your partner, or you in this decision. This honestly talks about eventually fate is going to, either show you or force something to happen. And so some of you in your relationships are moving into that energy. And so if it's with a potential partner or if you're not in a potential partner, this is just talking about the obstacle is sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. Sometimes, you know, the darkness or the crap has to hit the fan in a way in order for you to be able to finally face whatever has to be faced so that you can make a decision. The Six of Swords in reverse also represents that some of you might be feeling literally stuck in your situation, that you feel obligated to be in a situation or a relationship with someone, or you feel obligated to stay. And a lot of you are just like all over the place mentally as far as this relationship goes. Like, one minute you're like, okay, let's just stay, let's keep the peace. The next minute it's like, no, I'm not happy. Because with this Two of Swords, there also could be a fair share of arguing. And because it's a sword, there could just be like a, you know, going back and forth with a partner, or a potential lover where you're just, you know, you argue and you're just kind of at odds. But in order to keep the peace, you know, maybe you're just not dealing with the issues because you don't want to rock the boat. But, you know, with the Six of Swords, Libra, you know it's getting close. You know it's intensifying, and you are undergoing a lot of mental anguish, and you can only take so much. And so I almost feel like some of you are deliberately going to rock the boat because you want this situation to come to a head, even though like part of you is like, okay, I'm comfortable. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but you can only take so much. And even if you feel stuck in the situation and you feel like there's no way out, like even if you wanted to leave, there's just no way, you're obligated. I feel like a lot of you are feeling obligation to someone else. And this is just causing you mental anguish. It's causing your balance to be, it's so much so that you're paralyzed, really. You're paralyzed to any action. As far as love and relationships goes, I don't feel like a lot of you this month are going to be doing anything because you're in such mental turmoil about the situation that it's left you literally not wanting to see, not wanting to move. Yeah, you got a lot of emotions going on. Look at the blue, 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 blue. I mean, talk about mental and emotional intensity of what you're feeling. And this actually relates to the June reading for Libra. I mean, just in general, you're going through a lot. So there's a lot under the surface that other people may not see, but you're feeling and you're experiencing. And it's even hard for you to decipher. It's even hard for you to articulate because you have all these opposing forces. And because you care so much about other people, you don't want to hurt anyone else. But because, you know, with Libra, their happiness and identity is caught up in other people. So it's almost like partnerships are their identity, and therein lies the beauty and the problem. And so this partnership makes you feel alive and whole. But then if it's not the right partnership and it's not resonating with your highest and best self, you're in anguish about it. So it's like, it's almost like there's two people or two sides, and they're at war. They're not only at war, they're at stalemate. They're literally equally as strong. And also a lot of Libras are protecting themselves from a past hurt, a past trauma. They're really not letting love come in. So there's not a flow of love here. I mean, if you look, the red is in the reverse. There's not a lot of passion and love. I feel that it's just mental anguish, indecision, fear, and the universe is coming here, because if you look at the outcome, we have judgment. And so what this is telling me is that, you know, sometimes people say inaction is still action. So doing nothing is actually still doing something. So what this tells me is that the outcome or the realization is karma, is what you reap, you sow. What you sow, you reap. What's going to happen here, Libra, in your relationship, for those of you that this is not working out, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be clear. It's going to be clear for those of you that are torn, what the reality is of this situation. The Judgment card kind of talks about all of your energies, all of your thoughts, all of your attitudes, beliefs, expectations kind of coming to a head, all of your past efforts that you have sown being reaped. And so for some Libras, this is going to be beautiful. For some Libras, this is going to be like, yay, you know, God is on my side. The good is going to overcome. If you've hurt someone, if you've hurt someone else, then this is going to be a time for asking forgiveness and, you know, coming to truth. You know, the blindfold's going to come off. I feel that for many of you, you're going to gain clarity, and I'm happy for you, because whatever the situation is, whatever relationship you've been in, whether this is just yourself and your own mental battles, Libra, you're coming to a head with this situation or this person or this relationship. It's not going to go on much longer. The clarity that you need in this relationship or with this person is coming. And I feel almost that the universe is going to step in at this point. And you're also subconsciously, if you're not taking tangible action, spiritually things are happening to propel this situation to come to a head so that you gain clarity. The beautiful thing about the Judgment card too is that it's spiritual in nature. So many of you have a spiritual calling. You have a higher, you're meant to operate at a higher vibration in your life. You're meant to have love, Libra. You're meant to be happy. You're meant to have love, an equal exchange of love. Maybe the relationship you're in is one-sided. Maybe you're the giver, and the other person's the taker. And maybe that's what you've always settled for. But the Judgment card is saying, no, that's enough of that. It's time to be equal. That at the end of the day, your soul is meant to be an equal share of give and take. And as much as you want to hold on to this, you can't, because there's a higher calling. There's a higher purpose for you, Libra. And I feel that even though it's scary, many of you are going to start seeing it. Many of you are going to start embracing it and letting go. And by the end of the month, gaining clarity. And so things are coming to a head in your relationships, Libra. I feel that many of you, whatever the situation you've been holding on to, it isn't necessarily been for your highest good. It's caused you anguish. It's allowed you to keep your heart closed and blindfolded, that there hasn't been an awareness of the truth or healing, or it's kept you in fear. And so you are, whether you know it or not, you're pushing to know the truth. You want, at the end of the day, Libra, you want that love. You want the best for yourself. And I feel that for many of you, this month is a very powerful spiritual transformative time for you, not only in your own path, but in your relationships. Because at the end of the day, for you, it's all about balance. And you're part of that equation. For you, it's balance for you. So whether you have wronged someone or been wronged, the karma is starting to shift. It's going to come back to clarity. And that way, if you have to make amends, or if someone needs to make amends to you, because this card can also talk about something dead coming back to life. So maybe it's a past relationship that you thought was just long gone, or maybe it's your current relationship that you thought there's no way this is going to work. This is the universe stepping in and saying, okay, time to reckon and be accountable for what we have reaped or sown. It's time to reap. It's time to see clearly. It's time to raise the vibration. So some relationships could literally be brought back to life this month. And I feel that a lot of you are going to get clarity, and things are going to shift and change. And many of you are going to be raised to a higher vibration. Okay, Libra. So we have Tiger's Eye, Courage. And I wanted to show you, my cousin actually just got me this Tiger's Eye, this beautiful Tiger's Eye. And I love it. It's like a really deep Tiger's Eye, so you can kind of see it in the light. I wanted to show that to you. So since you drew that card, we're going to keep that here while we do the reading. Okay, so Tiger's Eye, Courage. Tiger's Eye are varieties of browns, oranges, blacks, and golds with reddish tinges. It's related to the sacral and the solar plexus. The medicine of Tiger's Eye encourages you to delve deep within your core to find true courage. This powerful stone works strongly with the solar plexus chakra as it assists in bringing a balance, strength, and courage. It is a wonderful ally to call on when you require support, especially when learning to embrace courage. So Tiger's Eye allows you to see situations clearly and powerfully and assists you in the decision-making process. It allows you to open deeply to spiritual wisdom and live it on a day-to-day basis. It enhances courage and strength. It allows you to stay focused on the task. It supports in challenging and confrontational situations. It supports in finding your inner truth and draws in courage for your spirit to face challenges. Wow, I had no idea Tiger's Eye was so powerful. So Libra, you have attracted this very powerful card into your life today to remind you that you are a strong and courageous person. As we master the act of being courageous, our whole world changes and we start to live from a place of inner power and strength. If you have been feeling fear and insecurity in your life or your current situation, it is now time to awaken to the courage that lies within you. You have many insights and blessings to receive through this process. It is natural at times to feel overwhelmed by challenges, people, situations, and events in life. We are constantly being encouraged to draw on our own strength and courage to get us through. All life experiences, positive and negative, build a deep foundation of strength and courage of the soul. When fear, doubt, and insecurity are running through you, or you feel like giving up or walking away, this is often when you need to dig deeper within and find the courage that lies within us all. The light at the end of the tunnel has arrived now, so allow your courage to guide you through this time in your life and know that you are supported. Wow. So it says, open and allow this energy to ignite your warrior as you step into your courageous heart. That's really beautiful, Libra. And I especially love, I'm feeling really empowered myself. So really hope that was helpful to some of you. Now let's pull a color, an accompanying color, healing color to help assist Libra. So what is the healing color that Libra can use to meditate on or surround themselves with to manifest and be their highest and best self for the month of June? Okay, Libra, so we have blue, one of my favorite colors. It says activate your healing power. Blue activates healing powers. It increases vitality and has a calming effect when people feel nervous, manic, or overexcited. It also contains antiseptic qualities that heal burns, stop bleeding, and relieve fevers. Blue can even increase your metabolism. Use the blue sword of light to assist you in healing your body. Imagine you have a blue sword of light. At the tip of the sword, there is a blue star, which has incredible healing power. When the star touches any area that is sick, it dissolves the sickness out of your body. Use the blue sword of light to relieve fever, stop bleeding, heal burns, or clear skin problems. Ask God and say, using this divine sword of light, heal, purify, and regenerate this area. So it looks like some of you are going through some interesting things this month, and it's definitely testing your own inner strength. And I feel like God in the universe is saying, you know what? You're not alone. I am with you. Here is this beautiful blue. And I almost feel like it does feel like a sword of light, just that beautiful blue, calming, healing, therapeutic energy.